Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 24 of Sir Brant and the Newspaper Case. Last time, we kind of figured out what we wanted to do with our life, I think. Brent, do you remember what we were doing?
Kind of.
I know our big decision was that we were going to we're going to work with Sir Elborn, I believe, and our father to bring down the Arknians, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think we decided something on that. Oh, and we also, tried to figure out, does Gaius Tempest is commoner? I mean, that is the question. Yeah, so I think that's what we have done so far. We're chapter 4, still the beginning of it. I think we're 21 years old, so hey, we're legal. That's pretty good. Right? Assuming this takes place in America. Which it might. I have no idea. Actually, you know what we can see, Brent? Where is it?
If it's Europe, isn't it? Like, what, 16?
I would assume it's like Europe of some sort. Hey, there we go. Look at that. I was peeking around a little bit when I was waiting for you earlier, and I was like, oh my god, we can actually see a map of this place. So this is where we were born, Anazot, or Anazote. Right?
Yeah.
These other places I don't recognize whatsoever. I think I've heard them before, like Orda. I remember hearing like once or twice, maybe. And Valona maybe like once. Yeah. And then Eterna, I think that's where we took it's where we went to the Imperial College. So that's where we studied.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like a Game of Thrones kind of map a little bit.
Yeah, it looks very much like Europe.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh, dude, totally. So the other thing that I kind of I don't know, I was doing a little bit of digging here and there. I didn't spoil anything for myself, but because I really want to try and get this ending to, doing... Basically, there's this one guy that we need to put away, and it's Dorius Auton, I believe, is like the commander of the Arknians, and he's the main antagonist right now. We need to focus on a couple of things going forward. The main thing is that if we want to try and get this ending, we need to focus on justice. That's got to be almost max for it. Yeah, and we have to do that basically by the end of chapter 4. So, just to maybe potentially influence our decision a little bit.
Yeah.
Just here and there. I don't know. I couldn't help myself, man. It was right there.
Is that Egmont or Edgemont? That's Egmont.
That's Egmont. That is not the village of Edgemont.
Yeah.
No, it's Egmont, I believe. It's kind of like it's Eggman, but it's like, Eggman in the past. Before Sonic the Hedgehog.
No. He's a Pokemon or a Digimon.
He's a Digimon? Eggmon? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright. You take out a newspaper and read Egmont's article printed within. It addresses Imperial Overseer Gaius Tempest directly. We demand that Sir Overseer Gaius Tempest cease his habitual disregard for our meetings. From our Emperor Uther II, we received the lawful right to assemble and sit in a lesser quorum. And we say to the Overseer, our voice must be heard, our message must be accepted. The carriage stops in a square by a luxurious building. This is the City Hall, where Imperial officials manage all domestic and economic matters of Anazot. You are escorted up a long, winding staircase to the door of the magistrate's office. You now stand before Remy Elverman. Man, look at that face. Oh my god, is he like a million years old? Jeez Louise. The magistrate maintains a haughty bearing, and in spite of his venerable age. I thought it says...
He looks very happy.
He looks very happy. Very, very, very happy. I thought it said vegetable age. I was like, yeah, I mean, he's old enough to look like a vegetable, so...
Has the venereal disease?
Yeah, in spite of his venereal disease. His face bears the sharp, proud features so common among the old aristocracy.
Yes, Sir Judge. You are from the Brante family, I believe. I appreciate your prompt arrival. I'd rather not waste your time and get right down to business. The matter for which I called you here is urgent indeed. You are judging a case against the newspaper at the Lesser Quorum, are you not? I've had a torrent of complaints against it from the most venerable members of the Quorum. Fucking V. They say Mayor Egmont has insulted Dias Tempest, our overseer, and an Archmean from the Emperor's own great dynasty. And I say they're absolutely right. The Empire gave those uppity commoners a hand in managing the province's very well-being, which is already a violation of the lowly lot. But no, it wasn't enough for them, it seems. You've earned the mantle only recently, Sir Brante, but you must realize that this is an affront to the honor of the entire nobility. I expect you to do your duty as a judge, and immediately find a pretext for shutting down the pathetic Gazette. Elborn, your prefect.
Elborn, you're perfect.
Might think otherwise. However, Sir Brante, if you exercised enough wisdom and cunning, I am certain you will realize which position is most beneficial to you. With your youth and potential, it'll do you good to have powerful friends on your side. I'm sure you will reach the only appropriate and just verdict when closing the case. I hope you will be duly judicious. For now, farewell.
You return to the prefecture lost in thought. Sir Verman is right. Your word is all it will take to shut the Lesser Quorum newspaper down. As a judge and a nobleman, you do not even need a reason. The people running the Gazette are mere commoners, no matter how wealthy they may be. There was no breach of law, however. Mayor Egmont's article simply requested that the Overseer of Magra hear what the Lesser Quorum has to say. You can reject the nobility's complaints and thus show the commoners they may rely on the prefecture's justice, but Sir Alverman and many fellow judges will be outraged. Father learns that the case has been assigned to you. He visits you and offers some advice.
You're in quite a predicament now, son. If you try to appease one party, the other will be furious. Wouldn't you rather see if there's any way to make peace between them? We could host a party at our estate and invite both Mayor Egmont and the noble elders of the Quorum. If you are successful at diffusing the quarrel, no one would object if you decide to legitimize the Quorum Gazette. Even Alverman won't be against it if the nobles stop complaining.
However, Father is not your only visitor of note that day. Shortly after the door closes behind him, the familiar face of Judge Carlo fucking Graben, appears in your office. He looks around cautiously before speaking his mind. I don't remember who this is.
I don't either. I just know it has a beard. He has a beard.
I hear you've been ordered to deal with that newspaper run by wealthy commoners. It's a complicated case indeed. If you ask me, work like that deserves to be rewarded. Why not make the most of it? You're quite close with Prefect Elborn, are you not? Almost related, as it were. Well, if you were to shut down the paper and seize their printing press, all it would take is Sir Prefecture's signature. And my friends among the Quorum nobles, why, they could use a gazette of their own. I would be delighted to help you put that printing press in good hands. Just think of it. You would shut down a subversive periodical and help our esteemed nobles spread their message, all while earning a lucrative reward for your efforts. It's quite a coup. Really? That's right, it's a coup. Coup. Everyone wins. Do think on it, Brent. He leaves, and you are left alone in your office to deliberate. And by deliberate, I mean find out why that guy has such a high-pitched voice. If you decide to shut down the Gazette, how far should you go? And if you choose to legitimize the periodical, how will you go about it? Oh, Brent. Oh, we've got 4 out of 4 options unlocked. This is exciting. Okay, we can
shut down.
Yeah, well, we can shut down the Gazette. You ban the Lesser Quorum's Gazette. Career goes up by 1. Justice goes down by 1. And Remiel Vermont goes up by 2. Okay. Do not shut down the Gazette. The career goes down by 1 and Justice goes up by 1. We could legitimize the Gazette. Our diplomacy is 13 or above. Yes. Oh, that's so good. We just made it. Hell yeah.
They both go up by 1.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I'm liking this.
And willpower goes down. Yeah.
You host a party to help Egmont and Quorum nobles make peace. This allows you to legitimize the Quorum Gazette. That's pretty good. I mean, wealth can go down and willpower can go down. I'm totally down with that. And we get Protector of the People. I think that's something that might be useful, potentially. Or we could seize the printing press. Wow.
Our wealth and reputation go up, and our scheming.
Our scheming?
Yeah, our scheming.
Yeah, definitely, That's what people do. They don't scheme, they scheme.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Augustin Elborn will not like us if we do this. And he's kind of our main homie right now, who's,
School.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Yeah.
Sclerodoma. Sclerodama.
What?
Sclerodama.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm trying to think of all the words that have SCH in it. Sclerodama. Scleroderma. That's a skin disease. Skin thing.
School. That has it.
I said school. I said schedule.
Did you?
I said and they all was SKE sounds.
Yeah.
So never mind.
There you go.
Then I will kill with scheme then.
Brent, are you down to legitimize the Gazette? I think that's the most, beneficial to us. Let's do it.
You spend several days scheduling audiences, exchanging greetings, and... Wait. Never mind. I was going to say... I was trying to think of how to say exchanging without any other way. Exchanging. I can't say it that way.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
And presenting invitations to the senior nobles of Anazat. You have to pull all the strings you have. You have to pull all the strings you have and muster all the knowledge of Anazat high society. To say nothing of the family funds you spend throwing a suitable party for such esteemed guests. After much effort, both the nobles and the commanders of the Lesser Quorum have gathered together at your family estate at last. Mayor Egmont, owner of the Quorum Gazette, has accepted your invitation as well. The nobles are clearly vexed at having to tolerate the commoners' presence, yet they maintain the decorum etiquette demands. You tactfully take advantage of the situation to begin a negotiation.
I like to think that Mayor Egmont is actually John Mayer Egmont. It's just, singing songs for everyone and, John Mayer.
I don't actually recognize who John Mayer is.
Wait, you don't know John Mayer?
I recognize the name. I don't know the songs.
I'm sure
I didn't even know it was. I thought it was a freaking comedian. So I recognize the name. I just don't know what that person does.
I could play you a song, and I'm sure you would recognize it, and you'd be like, "Oh,
Probably.
It's that guy." Yeah. He's kind of like douche with a guitar a little bit. Yeah.
That made me think of what was that? Charlie Sheen. I think it was Charlie Sheen who said a douche canoe or something like that.
Douche canoe.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard that somewhere, and I associate it with Charlie Sheen for some reason.
I'll look it up for you while you read.
You inform the esteemed gathering that you are the judge handling the case of the Quorum Gazette. In your opinion, a periodical for their legislature is a most useful initiative, but only if the entirety of the lesser quorum shows support with the Quorum Gazette, and only if the Gazette represents the opinions of all its members, including commoners and nobles alike.
Sorry, I'm looking up douche canoe.
Yeah. Your words are met with a flurry of resentful shouting, disputing voices. People start to argue. Sometime later, the Gazette owner, Mayor Egmont, takes his turn to speak. He looks almost like a nobleman. Egmont is well groomed and wears expensive clothing. Only a wealthy industrialist could afford nothing. Only a wealthy industrialist could afford. Nevertheless, his rough manner of speaking and boorish posture betray his humble origins. Beard.
I do say there's some truth in what you're saying, Sir Brant. We did begin the Gazette without asking the noble sirs for their opinion. Still, if they let us have our articles printed, I suppose I'll agree to publish their opinions as well.
This leads to another fervent debate, some nobles rejecting sharing a periodical with lowborn, while the more obstinate commoners of the quorum insist they already have the right to publish the Gazette on their own. It takes you no small amount of time and negotiation to bring both sides to an agreement.
I gotta interrupt quickly because I cannot find the origins of douche canoe. Nothing comes up. It's very, yeah. If anyone knows the origins of douche canoe, please comment below, and also, like, comment, subscribe, do that thing. Just, throwing that in there. It's settled then. As the owner of the Quorum Gazette, I pronounce it the official and legitimate newspaper of the Lesser Quorum, and the noble sirs are invited to publish their articles on the state of affairs in our province.
Industrialists and merchants surround you and shower you with praise as a skillful negotiator. Tonight you defended more than a newspaper. You stood up and the entire common estate of the province. That's a weird... What? Tonight you
what's
defended...
the problem?
Tonight you defended more than a newspaper.
Yeah.
You defended more... You defended... What? Okay, this whole sentence is screwing with my mind. Tonight you defended... Okay,
defended, yeah.
I was reading defended so many times that it didn't look right to me.
Oh my gosh, but that's hilarious.
Now I came back around to like, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
You defended more than a newspaper. So a newspaper isn't supposed to defend anything. It's supposed to state facts, right?
Yeah, and you're defending its right to state facts.
You defended more than a newspaper.
You stood up for the entire common estate of the province. It works.
Yeah, it's just like a newspaper doesn't defend anything. It just.
But that's not.
Defended more than a newspaper. Well, yeah, by even sticking up for anything, you already defend more than this newspaper. So what's the point of that sentence?
Are you commenting that a newspaper wouldn't make a very good shield? Is that really your argument?
No, it's a newspaper, I guess. That, and also a newspaper in its articles is not supposed to defend anything. It's supposed to state facts.
Yeah.
On both sides equally and not really take a side. So it doesn't defend anything. But that's...
The newspaper isn't the one defending, though. You're the one defending the newspaper.
You defended more than a newspaper.
Yeah. It's like
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing here.
I don't. Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm talking about like the fact that a newspaper is defending something, but yeah, I get that we're standing up for the newspaper.
Yeah.
But it says that we defended more than a newspaper.
Yeah.
Okay. We defended more than a newspaper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reading it in the literal sense instead of
no.
We defended more than a newspaper, but a entire common estate. Okay, that's what it was getting at.
There you go.
But I was reading it as you defended more than a newspaper. Like, being different as you defended an act by what you're doing. It's defending a newspaper, seeing that the newspaper defends things less than me.
Can we make this a meme on our channel now? Just like every video, kind of like how we did like the like,
just saying,
gonna touch you. We'll just be like, oh, you defended a newspaper.
Moving on, it's like I read this completely different because the second half of the sentence didn't line up as well as my mind got stuck on the tonight you defended more on the newspaper, and my mind just wouldn't read anything after that, and because it wasn't but a movement or something would have said, or
I get you, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, father keeps his distance for most of the party, but once matters are settled, he pats you on the shoulder. Excellent work, son. You chose the path of justice while staying on the good side with the powerful nobility. Even Magistrate El Vermon won't hold this against you. Your career at the prefecture will surely flourish. Let's hope your notoriety as a protector of the common folk won't harm you in the future. The night is over. One by one, the esteemed guests leave the Brante estate, and there was no end there. The family home you know so well. You never thought the affairs of the entire province would be one day decided within these familiar walls.
Oh yeah, so our career is up by 1. So really, we have to get, I think, an 8 or a 9. I think that's like our limit for where we have to be in order to get the results we want, which is Dorius Otten being thrown in jail. Yeah, so we've got a ways to go. We did lose 1 because we made a decision in one of the previous episodes that minused our career by 1. So now you know what? I think we can do it. We have to get 4 more career improvements at least. So, yeah, we can do that. Justice, I don't know if that's something that we exactly need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you highlight the go back? Can you go back?
No, I cannot.
Highlight the career portion. I wanted to. You said future prefect.
Oh yeah, that's the 10. If you get to 10, it's future prefect.
No, that's 6 to 9 or 7 to 9, and then 10. I wanted to see what 10 was. I forgot.
Here we can actually go into personality. Come on, personality. Or maybe it's not in this one.
It should be under career, right?
Career, occupation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, tyranny of the nobles.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
That seems like... Okay. And
it's a little extreme.
Yeah.
It's a little extreme.
And future prefect make me think of future perfect, and which would be... I don't know why that makes me think of like a movie or something like that.
Future perfect, is that... Oh no, I was thinking of Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
I was thinking of that too, but
yeah.
Future perfect. And I heard that's... I don't know. Maybe it was just... I don't know. Just those words are just unlocking something, and I don't know where they're associated with, and then I just needed to say it. That's literally it.
It sounds like Future Perfect has been in something before, but also wouldn't you find it really funny after, like, I don't know, it's probably been about 2 years, if we just suddenly went back to our Perfect Dark Let's Play?
Yeah.
That we didn't finish. Oh, man.
I do want to play that again.
Oh, dude.
It was definitely fun.
I think we need to play... we have to finish that. We have to finish that, and we should definitely play the second one just to see how bad it is compared to the first one.
Do some, forward rolling or side rolling? That's like the only thing I remember from it. That I thought was really stupid. It was constant rolling.
Oh my god. Oy. It's not a Legend of Zelda game.
Today is a big day for the Brante family. The day your family line started. The day when you remember all your ancestors. Tonight, everyone who bears the name Brant must descend into the family crypt to keep vigil by the tombs. This is the time to surrender yourself to your ancestors and hear their will. The entire family prepares for the event in silence. Stefan has been choosing his apparel since morning, praying anxiously under his breath all the while. The heir has a special place in his family vigil. Even mother is planning to go with you. Even father tries to talk her out of it. Even though, that's what I meant. Lydia, I beg of you, stay home. You are far too weak for an all-night vigil in the crypt. Gloria, would you be so kind to stay with your mother since you cannot join us anyway?
Oh, jeez. God, that's brutal.
Gloria answers in a muffled voice.
As you wish, Sir Robert. The late Sir Gregor. Sorry, I'm really muffled right now.
We all remember. Basically. The late Sir Gregor would only be enraged to see Mother there. We all remember how their last encounter ended.
If she dies at the end of this, I'm just going to say, oh my god, you killed Kenny.
You bastard!
Father nods curtly, avoiding Gloria's gaze, but at the moment your attention is drawn to a noise in the foyer, or foyer, depending on where you are. Nathan staggers through the door, stumbling over his own feet. He reeks of cheap wine and filth.
Ah, it's our brotherly homeless man, yes.
I'm not late. Am I?
You know what's I just thought of a really funny idea.
What?
Well, because we didn't see Nathan for the longest time, so what if this actually isn't Nathan, and it is just some random-ass homeless person who's like, trying to... Basically, he tricked the parents into thinking that he's Nathan and everything while we were away, and everyone's just going along with it. Oh my god.
He must be drinking. Funny. He must be drinking too much blood of the gods.
Blood of the gods?
Cheap wine.
Ah, cheap wine, yes.
Everyone gazes at him in consternation. That's a word I have not heard much of.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Like
consternation.
I don't know what consternation is. I heard of it, but I never actually used it in any way possible. I'm guessing it's more like looking down on him.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Or in concern.
All right, Brent.
Stern concern.
Consternation. Feelings of anxiety or dismay, typically at something unexpected. So everyone...
shock.
Yeah. Oh my god, everyone's just really, I don't know, really terrified of our homeless friend.
Yeah. Nathan almost falls into Mother's and Gloria's arms. Distressed, they fuss over him. Stefan eyes his youngest brother coldly. This is you?
This is you, higher pitched.
Okay. I expected nothing more of you. Nathan. Oh, yeah. I read that really odd. Because I was making sure I was using the right voice, and then I'm like, all right, that's a period. Wait, nope, said Nathan. Why even speak of duty to your family when you can't even manage to live by the Commodore's lot? Go lie down in a pantry and stay out of their sight. Father, Brent, it's time. Let's go. That's very much like Mickey Mouse that time around.
It was. Slowly, Stefan is turning into Mickey Mouse.
Alongside Father and Stefan, you descend into the family crypt. You cannot help but remember paying your last respects to your grandfather 9 years ago. You light the lamps. Dim, eerie flames illuminate this shrine. In the middle of it stands a magnificent stone tomb containing the long-decayed remains of Gregor Brant. You take your places around the crypt and kneel. The all-night vigil has begun. At first, your ancestors remain silent. each of you is left with their own thoughts. Then a low murmur passes around you. The shadows of the corners of the room deepen. The voices grow stronger. You know that the ancestors of Gregor Brante, long-forgotten commoners whom you never knew, are trying to talk to you. But now a memory of them has come to life. In the darkness of the crypt, they are pleading for something, demanding it of you, calling out to you, screaming. Starscream. Finally, you all hear the painfully familiar, deep, imperious voice echo from the far end of the chamber.
It's been a long time since I've seen you all. I hope you bear good tidings. All this time I've been waiting for you to fulfill my mission. Remember, as long as I am in your blood, I will give you no peace. Or peas. I'm out of peas. Can you go to the store and buy me peas, please?
Frozen's okay.
But I prefer the not frozen, so if you can get that, then that is better.
Also, there's canned.
Okay, we don't talk about the canned ones here. I just want peas. I want some peas. I want some peas and quiet. I did not have my family ennobled just to see our line cut short. Our blood tide must join the grand flow of the Empire, and then each of my descendants will inherit nobility forever and ever. But I do not see any of you before my tomb. Where are you hiding? Is the head of our family the man who'll speak to me? Where is the man who'll heed my will?
Father rises from his knees and makes his way towards grandfather's stone tomb, the source of the booming voice. But Stefan suddenly pushes him out of the way. Father takes the indignant step forward. What's an indignant? What is an indignant step forward? Is it like when you walk up the stairs and take a phantom step?
It's
like a slam your foot down. You're like, oh, jeez. Is that indignant?
I don't know, but that would make sense.
That's what I thought as soon as I read that. So, but Stefan firmly bars the way. Stop it, Stefan. You are my heir, but you are not the head of this family.
I bet Stefan gets really pissed off when people call him, like, Stefan or Steven. He's like, no, it's Stefan. God.
Father, it is not you or Sir Gregor is addressing. Earning the nobility of the sword is my duty to him. He has long forsaken any hope of seeing you achieve it. You must understand that I am the one who will fulfill that duty. I will poop in the toilet. Stefan does not let him pass. Stefan does not let him pass. Father breathes heavily in anger. You can all but feel the frantic beating of both their hearts resonating somewhere within you. That's not how heartbeats work. Both your father and brothers seem to have forgotten that you are here too. Even the restless voices of your ancestors have grown hushed, waiting for the outcome of this confrontation.
Oh boy, and what an outcome it'll be, but I think we'll have to decide for it next time on the next episode. How does that sound? That's right, we're leaving this on a cliffhanger. You know, just why not? Alright guys, well thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. And, let us know what you want us to pick. I mean, we're going to record another episode right after this, so really what you say will have no merit into the decision. But which one do you think we're going to pick without knowing anything about it? Should we side with Father? Should we side with our shitty brother Stefan? Or should we step forward ourselves and just, I don't know, expose ourselves to our grandfather? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's gross.
I would like to leave it off with the Father and Stefan. Both don't contribute to the wealth of this family. Apparently, we're the only ones who do. So maybe we should be.